87 and 88 men's indoor and outdoor track and field teams had 3 NCAA podium finishes, swept the New York State Collegiate Indoor and Outdoor Championships in both years with 30 individual titles and a combined for a total of 45 independent college athletic association event victories to go with those 3 team titles over 2 seasons. The 1987 team won the program's second ever New York State Collegiate Championship indoors and the first New York State outdoor title at a time when the field for those championships included current Division I programs Colgate, Albany, Buffalo, Siena, and Marist among the 21 teams eligible for the event. It went on to finish second in the NCAA Division III Indoor Championship and third in the Outdoor Championship. All 9 athletes who qualified for the NCAA Indoor meet earned All-America honors, with Tim McCrossan and Yuka Tamasuo dual champions. 6 qualified and 4 competed in the Outdoor Championship, all 4 earning All-America honors, with McCrossan again the national champion this time in the 100. The 1988 team repeated as New York State Collegiate Indoor and Outdoor champions, were again second in the NCAA Indoor meet and finished 6th in the Outdoor Championship. Alexander Grellin was the NCAA Indoor champion in the pole vault, setting an NCAA record, while Richard Wright was the NCAA champion outdoors in the hammer. All 4 qualifiers, both indoor and outdoor meets, had All-America finishes. Introducing the team in alphabetical order with 1 minor exception, we'll start with Coach Bob Goodwin.
Here. Take a picture or 2 for it, Tim.
Start with Tony Bohr. Dan Fudger.
I'll trade you.
Ben Garfield. Track team, Marky, they're supposed to be fast. Mike Howard. Andy Howard. Tim McCrossan. John McPeak. Tom Plimpton. Norm Mayville. Andy Silver. Tom Thorpe. And Andy Whittier. Gentlemen, welcome to the St. Lawrence University Athletic Hall of Fame.
We are never too old to get advice from our mothers, and I received an interesting bit of advice from mine moments before we took the podium. She said to me, if you fall on your way up there, make sure you get up and laugh. It'll make the crowd feel more comfortable. So I hope everybody's feeling comfortable despite the fact that I didn't fall. President Fox, inductees, family, and friends, on behalf of the 1987 and 88 track teams, we are honored to be here. We are fortunate to have attended a university which understood that the lessons learned on the athletic fields are as important as those learned in the classrooms. We are fortunate to have been coached by two outstanding individuals, Bob Goodwin and Randy Orey. Coach Goodwin is here today, and I cannot overstate the positive impact that this man had on not only on our athletic careers, but our lives in general. We also have to recognize Mike Howard for continuing on the St. Lawrence track program and making it into what is an outstanding program today. We do have a criticism, however, President Fox, and that is simply that the university waited 20 years too long to build that beautiful athletic complex and those two tracks. At the time of our running, our outdoor track most closely resembled a railroad track than anything fit for athletic competition. If you ask a track athlete to describe themselves, words such as dedicated, tough, committed, hardworking will come to mind. If you ask another athlete to describe a track athlete, you will hear words like strange, unusual, quirky, crazy. And I think the reason for such divergent opinions lies in the nature of a track practice itself. Track athletes simply do the same thing each and every day. They run, they throw, they jump, they run, they throw, they jump, and that's it. I can think of a few other sports which require the level of commitment that does track and field. It is hard work for a distance runner to go on a 10-mile run with 1-mile repeats. It is hard for the weight thrower to throw 30 or 40 times during the course of a practice and then lift weights for an hour and a half. It is difficult for the sprinter to run 10 times 400 meters, all in under 60 seconds with 2 to 3 minutes rest in between. All for a coach to put a garbage can at the finish line in case you didn't feel well during the practice. It is truly a sight that would ask any reasonable observer to ask themselves, what on earth are those people doing? While our training was hard and our success gratifying, the best part of our St. Lawrence experience was the camaraderie and friendships that were born from those workouts and those athletic competitions. Despite the individual nature of the sport, we all felt like we were in it together, notwithstanding the good-natured insults typically lobbed between the distance runners and the sprinters. Our friend Chris Morrison was the epitome of commitment and friendship. Sacrifice. Chris was a great hurdler who never reached his full potential due to a severe knee injury suffered during the fall of his junior year. The knee injury left him unable to train or to race to his potential for his last 2 years at St. Lawrence. After most practices, he would head to the training room, his knee the size of a grapefruit, to take ice treatment only to return and do it the next day. In his last 2 years at St. Lawrence, despite the fact that he could not train and race to his potential, he never missed a track meet, he never missed a practice, he never missed a bus trip. He was there to support us no matter what the circumstances. Despite the fact that he knew he would never be able to perform to his All-American potential, the words "why me" never passed his lips. He simply worked hard, enjoyed his team, supported his friends, and fought on. He also was never heard to utter a bad word about anyone, ever. He was truly a remarkable human being. Chris was killed in the World Trade Center attacks on September 11th, 2001. He was not scheduled to be at the World Trade Center that day, but was asked the previous day to cover a meeting for his boss. In Chris's typical manner, he said yes to helping his boss travel from Boston to New York City, arriving at the meeting early so he could best represent his firm. Chris realized that at a young age that while you cannot control many aspects of the world around you, you can control your actions and how you treat others. His character was uncompromised by self-interest. I am sure that Chris died helping others. I recently read a poem that speaks to Chris's character. It's called Invictus by William Ernest Henley, and it reads, "Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the felt clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloodied but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how strait the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul." Thank you, Chris, for helping us to be better runners, but more importantly, better human beings. I'll never forget you. Thank you.
William L. Fox, class of '75, is in his 4th year as president of his and our alma mater and the cartographer of St. Lawrence's new strategic map to guide the university's future. By his own admission, President Fox's varsity athletic career